Man United with a convincing 4-0 win over Everton to get Ruben Amorim his second win and his first win in the Premier League. Let's look into how it all went down. Now, really key for Ruben Amorim coming in was to get us scoring more goals, and we've had 8 goals in 3 games, all scored by players that will play in his front line. 2 from Rashford and 2 from Xerxes in this game. We were very, very efficient, actually. Our XG was below 1, yet we've got 4 goals. And maybe that is some of the payback from how we were missing chances and not reaching our XG. That is potentially evening itself out. But we were very front foot. We did push hard. We did get into positions to create chances, but we didn't create the best chances. But that doesn't matter when you've got good players like we actually do, and they're showing it. We can get goals and keep things moving forward. I think really Ahmad was the catalyst for all this, but you can't knock it. Xerxes, I've questioned whether he is sort of up for it, and the best things he did in that game were due to his intensity and when he was quick and alert. There was still a lot of sort of holes in his game, but goals are goals. And Marcus Rashford, if you can get him on a roll, I think that there's something there. We play Arsenal on Wednesday. I think that is a game that he has traditionally liked. Hopefully he can keep up this run, because if he can and he can get up to 20 goals, I think that really, really improves our odds on making Europe this season. Since Eric Ten Hag has left, Amad Diallo has made an absolute mockery of the choice to not pick him. I mean, he has been absolutely outstanding, and there was a worry, especially from me and I think other fans, that playing at right wing back would maybe stunt his attacking output. But the way it balances with Dallo on the other side being sort of more defensive, it gives him a lot of license to go forward and actually pick up the ball in deeper positions where he can dribble. And that is where he's got the defender where he wants him. He was absolutely outstanding. His pressure resulted in 2 goals. And that assist for Xerxes' second, I really love that, where he's dribbling, it's on his left, and he just reaches out his right foot to pass the ball. Kills the defender. He can't, he's now facing the wrong way. He can't get across to block Xerxes. And it made that finish a lot easier than it may have been had he chosen to stick it on his left. He's been consistent. He's been dynamic. He's been aggressive. He's shown that he can do what the manager's asking him. Get that contract signed. He needs to stay. We need him here. There's a definite player there who could go on to be one of the top players in Europe if he keeps going on this trajectory. And I am all in. Amad Diallo, what a game. Keep it up. Now, I would love to just sit here and wax lyrical about all the positives of that game, because it's a 4-0 win. It's convincing, right? But that 4-0 win to me was very reminiscent of when we played December 22. We played Burnley in the League Cup at home and Bournemouth in the league at home. We won those games 2-0 and 3-0 respectively. And the score lines did not necessarily give a real and accurate prediction, representation of the game. In those games, just as we did yesterday, it was very back and forth, and a better team with better creativity and better goal scorers up front would have probably scored in that first half and made the whole game go very, very differently. I'm all for getting behind it, and for now it's fine to just get us going, to get us moving. But as Amorim said himself, over time we're going to need better performances than we're seeing. There's still players making the wrong choices. It's still too back and forth. And some of that did cost us in the respect of suspensions for Kobbie Mainoo and Lisandro Martinez. Now, Kobbie did it to himself, and I'm a big fan of Kobbie Mainoo, but he took a baggy touch. He had to do it. He had to pull him down. He now won't play against Arsenal. But Lisandro Martinez was put in a bad situation by what's going on in front of him. And that is the cost that you can pay if you don't get this right. I understand we want to try and impress the manager and do the right things, but even he himself has said, if you want to win games, you've got to read the situation in front of you. And that didn't happen a few times in the second half after we went 3-0 up, and didn't happen a lot of the first half when it was still 0-0. This is a work in progress. I'm not trying to get down on Amorim. I'm trying to not get too high on Amorim, because the reality is we're probably not that much further forward than how we were under Eric Ten Hag in a good stretch, and we've not really played anyone decent. So just got to keep sort of hanging on with it and keep going, and push on. But fingers crossed that we get a good result on Wednesday. I'll catch you in the next one.